And by the way, yeah, if you just tuned in, this is the Mad Catz Invitational match between Alternate and SY&b. There are 5,000 euros up for grabs in the main tournament. This is the online stage. It determines who will meet up in the LAN finals. And this means only a few teams will actually join the LAN. It's compared to SLTV Star Series, kind of the same, even though there's already the playoffs, or part of the playoffs is played online already, and this is the part of the playoffs. If you're confused completely, don't worry, everybody is. Because there's another qualifier to join the playoffs that are happening online at the moment, because NIP decided to not join the whole tournament. So they had to get a team to replace NIP, and this will be determined between 4W, Solem and Eternity. 4W being the team of Alu and Solem the team of Aslak. Eternity is a team of Soken. So whoever wins between those three will join the playoffs, and this is one of the playoff matches already. So maybe I cleared it up, maybe I confused you even more. I tried my best. Now concentrate on the knife round between those two teams. Alternate is dropping like flies. It's only a 1v3 now. Tizian was kind of AFK watching his teammates being chopped to pieces in pit, and now he's killed by two of the terrorists, and they decide to stay. Obviously the terrorist side being the easier one on Dust 2. Schneider changes his nick as well to join the tagged up players. And we are going live with a pistol round in just a few seconds. Exactly now. Tizian crosses to B. He's got two players with him. They're probably gonna check out B tunnels really quickly. And this is exactly what they're going for. Devilwalk though pushes A long already, and now the CT is completely out of position. 3 players over at B while the main pushes come in A. Both A players down already. Flusher cleans up CT spawn. Modi and his teammate pushed into double doors already. Now Tizian on short trying to make this work. He gets small damage into those players, but he gets pushed by Schneider. He goes down, and Modi finishes off Felix. A solid round by Epsilon, by SY&b, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm one of those casters who's obviously not able to replace 2 names in his head. But well, SY&b with a really solid pistol round there, fastly got into A and secured the bomb site. Didn't give the CTs any chance to get a rotation or retake that was any harm to their bomb defense. Ah, but Tizian, look at that eagle shot over from the boost. He kills Modi, and this makes it a 5v4. Even though there's still strong guns in the round, Tizian opened up the second round with a bang. Now he's still trying to hold off the terrorists from middle. He's got support now in form of Crispy, who's pushed into CT spawn as well, and the terrorists are now trying to work onto A long. There's Solek together with Crystal, and the terrorists are trying just to spam the door. They're now pushed into there, but Crispy is now the support player on A long. He's really doing a lot of running in this round. Solek gets 1 kill, but Schneider and Devilwalk clean A long up. This leaves only Felix and Tizian. Felix in CT spawn and Tizian in A long, rather at the terrorist side of that. Felix now spotted by the terrorists. He's being covered by them. Schneider checks the back, gets his 3rd frag of the round. And Felix is spotted, as I said. They know where he's coming from. Flusher kills him. But what a run! And with his Stiege shot, he almost made me cry there. And, well, he certainly made Modi cry, being killed by a Deagle, having just bought your weapon in the second round. Really horrible from that boost. And something you wouldn't expect. That's really what I'm looking forward for Team Alternate. Maybe they try out something special to get the edge on SY&b. But at the moment, they have to save another round. Tizian gets another frag onto Flusher. Maybe they can secure themselves a gun and put that to work against those terrorists. Crispy going for the straight battle and loses this to JW, who has still 26 HP left, so a pretty close battle. In fact, JW had some support. And now the terrorists are really low on HP. Crystal is the only CT remaining in CT spawn. But he gets killed by Schneider's Glock spam. And look at those HP at the terrorists. Everybody was below 30 HP. JW now picks up the orb. His counterpart will be Crystal on Team Alternate. The CT is on the first buy round now. A 3-0 scoreline that you certainly would expect if the CTs lose the first pistol round. And JW misses the first shot. Now he's got Crispy trapped in a long and he takes him out. The way back towards safety was blocked by the AWP. And Schneider with 2 nice kills on B bomb site opens it up. Solek and Crystal alone on A bomb site. They should really think about saving or getting a few exit kills. Solek does exactly that with a frag onto Modi, but he's down to 5 HP. Crystal misses the shot against JW and he stays in this position. He actually dinged him, I think. And now he misses this one and JW takes him out when Crystal tried to throw that nade. Not quite sure why he showed himself with a nade in his hands when he knew that there's an AWP that takes you out in a second. And thus you don't really have time to throw that nade. But as SY&b take their 4th round, this means a save round for the CTs. And they are not trying anything special at the moment. Set up with a 2-1-2 split in the bomb site. Crispy goes wild in a long, kills Devil Walk there. And JW under a lot of pressure gets the frag. Flusher though on B, standing tall, gets the first frag onto Tizian. Now Felix is there with 33 HP. Schneider gets the frag on the back again. Schneider really has an instinct to check the back when it's needed. And Modi now pushes short, takes out Crystal. 5-0 now. Nice scoreline for SY&b. And now Tizian picks up the the AUG. Don't get that mixed up. It's the AUG, not the AWP. So we've got a Swiss weapon in the game at the moment in the hands of Tizian, who is going for B bomb site. And he scopes that up as well, as far as you can call that scope. A nice exchange of frags going on in a long. It's still a 4v4. Crispy and JW got exchanged. Devilwalk picked up the orb out of JW's hands and Solek is able to finish off Modi in short now. The terrorists already committed to the A bomb site. Flusher opens up short. Crystal is though on the bomb site and he's able to get the frag. He doesn't see the terrorist, now he does, and takes him out. He probably was flashed or falling asleep there. Felix comes around to ramp and takes out Devilwalk. The first round for Alternate, thanks to Crystal's good work on a spot. Took down 2 players and he was at a platform, so very hard position for the orb to be put in. He was partly smoked up as well, and he might get the pace going there with a frag onto JW, takes out the other orb. And Crystal really stepping it up at the moment. Maybe he gets some spark going in favor of his team. Now they are looking to convert that round into a 5-2 scoreline. The terrorists probably have enough money to be buying up, but that gives the CTs at least the chance to turn that game around. The terrorists decided to go for the middle push through B as well. Solik is only able to get one frag, but Tizian is there with his AUG, and he gets another frag as well, and he can take the third. No, he can't. The terrorists decided to back away. Schneider with 4 HP and Tizian with his AUG. I almost did a joke there about this weapon, that he might be misclicked, might have misclicked the AUG, but he really put that to work in a great position in window. He took down 2 in middle, supported his teammates a little delayed. They both got killed already, but at least he was there to not let the terrorists push into B and alternate take it to 2-5. Scoreline now. Still some money on the terrorists. They were able to buy up, but they won't be in the next round. And they are going for the long push. It worked great for them the rounds before, and they have another frag exchange once more. And they've got 2 CTs battling it out with 2 terrorists. Solik and Crystal have one trapped at that container. He gets smoked up by this teammate, and Crystal decides to reposition himself. And he's quite open. If Devilwalk spots him, Crystal is surely going down. Devilwalk gets some damage into Solik, now tries to pull out again. In the meantime, the terrorists made their way onto A spot. The CTs completely gave that up. Crystal has 2 angles to fight against. JW takes him down, and the bomb gets planted simultaneously. It's a 3v4 now. The AWP is out of play for the CTs. It's really hard work. JW is still around, hanging around there somewhere on A spot. He gets killed, but Flusher with a refrag now. Solik up against Flusher and Modi. Modi, the veteran, surely won't give that away to Solik. And the terrorists really playing it very intelligent, waiting for the CTs to start to defuse the bomb. And then they peeked out to take out the defusing CT. Nice round by the terrorists. They kinda isolated the 2 A-long players. They pushed through to the spot without being contested, and this left the remaining CTs out of position. Crystal was battling in A-long and got shot from A platform by JW, and this really finished off the round for the terrorists, because they had nothing to worry against. And Tizian with another Deagle shot into JW's head. Silences another SY&b player in style. Modi though pushed him and got revenge for the second round pistol kill by Tizian. Felix now left alone with Crystal against 3 terrorists. Flusher down to low HP. Maybe he's a potential exit frag, but the CTs are in the wrong positions to pick him up. The terrorists are now pushing out of B through the tunnels towards their spawn area, and the CTs are pretty happy to save that AK in the hands of Crystal. Enables them to save up a little money in the hands of Solik. And now Tizian with the AUG on the cheeky spot again. He gets the frag onto Devilwalk. Nice play by Alternate. Crispy with a frag onto Schneider. Pushes the terrorists back out of long, and Tizian plays that like an AWP. But he might get caught off here by Modi. Modi is there with his AK. Very calm play by him. Getting the headshot, taking out Tizian in middle. And this opens up B bomb site pretty much for the terrorists if they had hurried up. But they didn't, and now the CT is on the rotate. As you can see, Crystal is securing short. Might be eavesdropping. Modi trying to cut off the rotation. and he gets a call. He gets a call going for his teammates. You see them rotate towards A. Now Modi tries to push short and check out A spot before his teammates come in. The CTs are still unsure where the terrorists are headed, but I think the terrorists aren't that sure either. Depends on the next frag, and it's really gonna be important. Crystal kills Modi on short, and this surely will force the terrorists back to B, but they decide to stay with A. They know there's the orb, and they probably don't think there's anyone besides the orb, but Crispy is right underneath them. Crystal with a nice nade takes down the planter. JW Flusher with a refrag now. He's on a 2v1. JW's AWP is killed, and the bomb gets planted. Crispy almost shot JW's head, but he finished off Flusher as well, so he was trying to kill the body of JW that is lying there. Still got the headshot into Flusher. And Alternate kinda scrap together their third round. They don't look too confident. They kind of have to play with the luck as well. And was a really unlucky decision by SY&b to push A, where Crystal was waiting with a player in support. If they had pushed B quickly after the one frag in middle, well, then it would have been another story. But like that, they give away the third round. Still, nothing happened to them. They have enough money. They bought up AKs once more, and no harm, no fail. Epsilon still in the game. Obviously, they in the lead with 4 rounds. Felix, though, gets the first frag onto Schneider, and the terrorists try to fake B with him. They didn't succeed. They have 3 CTs on A. Flusher actually gets the first frag, gets the second one together with Modi on the A spot. Suddenly the terrorists turn it around. It's a 3v3 situation. They put down the bomb. Crispy there in A long gets stinked by that nade down to 49 HP. He's intelligently waiting for his teammates to push around, but Modi takes on Tizian in short. Now Crispy and Felix working against the spot. Flusher is there to secure both frags, and he actually gets a 3-man. Modi gets a 2-man, and SY&b right back into the driving seat. They take out all the money that the CTs have saved up, and they need to go back to pistols. Flusher even shoots Tizian in the foot now. Some weird exchange of the guns is happening. Schneider with a frag onto Solik. Schneider has support as well in A long. And I think JW dropped the orb for Flusher just because he's down to 58 HP. And he really doesn't want to risk losing that AWP in this echo round. It looks like they are really playing serious at the moment. Of course, it's a big tournament, but you might expect Epsilon is aware of their favorite role in this game, and they know as well that Alternate is not where they want to be at the moment, so their heads might be a little shaky. Flusher takes out Felix with a nade into middle. Really nice nade there, nice information. JW takes a frag onto Crystal. This looks like a whitewash if Tizian is not able to get another single deagle shot. Oh, he switches around, but Schneider was somewhere else. He was on top of that terrorist's ramp. So Epsilon with a 9th round. Alternate still down on 3, and Crystal decides to go with the orb. Tizian with the AUG again. So this seems to be their favorite setup, and they go for the boost once more. Devilwalk already prepared for that. He even goes for the flash boost, and JW takes him out finally. Tizian going down with his AUG in middle, and Alternate played that way too often. SY&b was prepared for that. Modi is prepared for everything at the moment. Takes down 2 on this B attack. And Crystal and Crispy going for the save. Now Crispy will meet up with a terrorist. He gets the frag onto Schneider, secures the AK. And still the CTs won't go for that. They wanna have the weapons for the next round and at least get it to a maybe 14 to 10 scoreline, 14 to 11 I should say, or even a 15 to 10. But it's very unlikely they will manage to pick up the next round. Devilwalk is even around the corner of Crystal. Crystal is scoping it up and he can't get the frag. Devilwalk on the push for another one. He's trying to get the frag onto Crispy, but Crispy is now hiding away. He's very nervous, but he survives with his AK in hand. 10 to 3 now. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 14 frags for Flusher, 12 for Modi, 13 for Schneider. On the other side we have Crispy in the lead with 9 frags. Then it's Crystal and Tizian. Epsilon really showing that the terrorist side is the stronger one. Crispy gets a refrag after Modi killed his teammate Felix in the bomb spot. The Alternate seems to have a very limited range of strategies. They went for this 3-2 split once more. They played it in the pistol round already. Maybe that's not as limited as I said before, but still they had this middle setup with Tizian and his AUG 3 times in the following gun rounds. They played it 3 times. Now Crispy with a nice push flashes out and then turns around to get 2 frags. Now Modi left alone against 3. If any one of the players is capable of doing it, it's probably Modi. And he's choosing to go through short. He's got 1 in CT spawn, 1 on the platform at the ramp with a bomb, and he got spotted already. CT is playing it really nicely. Crispy is the first one to peek out and he gets his 4th frag. 14 to 10, 4 to 10 now, and Alternate might be looking at a 5 to 10 scoreline if they keep their stuff together and if they get the first frag. I think it's gonna be really interesting if JW, yeah, he's taking out Crystal, and this leaves Alternate already in a bad position if they don't get a frag advantage. Solek and Tizian trying to do their best with 3 frags combined. JW with that shot onto Solek, really putting him down to the ground. 2v2 now at the moment. Devilwalk pushed through short together with JW, but they got pushed back by Felix, who put great damage into Devilwalk, down to 16 HP now. They found themselves an HE grenade, but it didn't do any damage. Now Devilwalk is the one to smoke up for JW to push out, who still got the AWP in hand. He didn't switch to the AK, and Tizian in middle trying to check out if the terrorists are rotating towards B, and he takes down JW through the door, and Devilwalk is down to 16 HP. Remember, he got massively damaged by Felix when he tried to push into A. And now the CT is in the better position, but Devilwalk is playing it smart. He's still pushing A, and the CTs don't have a clue of that as of yet. Felix in a good position to be quickly at the bomb, but in this situation he should wait for Tizian for the support. Otherwise Devilwalk might get the headshot into one of them and then make it a 1v1, which is preferably easier to win. Now Tizian down to 1 HP. Devilwalk almost did what I said, and he needs a headshot. Tizian though gets a frag, and Alternate make it 5 to 10, which is not that bad. It's not good, but you would at least take a 9 to 6 scoreline as rather balanced. 8 to 7 is a good CT, and you know, 7 to 8 in favor of the terrorists would be a good CT half. So they slightly worse, But if they take the pistol round, they don't have to worry that much. They are still in the game. And Epsilon now looking to close that match out by this with this pistol round. And the terrorists are headed towards B with all their players. Felix gets 2 frags on the entry. Solik hanging back on CT, on short. Gets a frag onto Modi, and now the CT is very out of position. Very out of position? Out of position very much. Or something like that. Devil walk down to 6 HP. He gets a frag onto Tizian to boast some money into his bank account, but it's over already. Solik takes him out. 6-10 now. Solid round by Alternate. They pushed through in the same fashion as SY&b did in their pistol round. They chose the B spot though, and not the A spot. Still, it's hard to defend against those Glocks. They just have to run you down, basically. And the CTs with a nice long push. Gets stuck up with the terrorist there, but the damage exchange is in favor of the CTs. This might change though. Oh, Devil Walk and Schneider with another frag. Wow, what is happening there in long? They completely demolished the terrorists. And Solik and Crystal now with the Galeals against 5 CTs, and they have 2 weapons in their hands now. You might think Alternate will lose that round, and this would really give Epsilon the edge in the second half already. Double walk being flashed out. He sees Crystal pushing out. No, he sees Solik, but Solik takes him down. Modi though with a frag onto Crystal, and Schneider there with a nice flash that was flown by Modi probably. Takes down Solik, and Epsilon, they lose the pistol round, but they win the following echo round. So I wonder if Alternate should just keep playing with pistols in the second round to avoid being demolished like that. Simple A long push, and they completely caught by Schneider and Devil Walk was it. Now Schneider in middle being pushed by 3 terrorists. Takes on all of them together with Flusher, and Modi with a nice headshot on short almost finishes off the round. Solik still in B tunnels trying to get a frag out of that round, but it's too late already. Flusher is there. And now let's take a look at the scoreboard. Christy and Solik with 13 and 11 on top of Alternate. Flusher, Modi and Schneider leading SY&b aka Epsilon with 18 and 15 frags. Another save round by the terrorists will come in, and it will be surely will be a 13-6 scoreline in favor of the CTs. They already pushed into middle. They know exactly where the terrorists are at the moment. The terrorists now run into the CTs. Flusher takes down one. Schneider gets killed by Felix, but Flusher still standing there. Slows the terrorists down. Finally goes down to Solik's pistol there. Modi with a frag. Makes it a 3v2. And Felix got an M4 out of that. Might be trying to save that. And they might even go for B. They have enough time. And the CTs don't look as if they want to rotate. Devil Walk still hopping around on A platform. JW still in middle. And Modi on short. Now JW is slowly making his way towards B. Rather fast and short. He gets the frag onto TC, and a really nice one as well. And now he's pressured by Felix, but look at that flick shot. He really was playing it out like that. He waited for him to be in the exact position that he wanted him, and then he triggered that shot. And JW finishes off the round 13-6 now. 2 frags with his AWP on the speed bomb spot. 2 nice ones as well. Crystal bought an AWP as well, and JW opens the round on the Tizian while Crystal was taking JW down. So I wonder if that was strategy. Bait him out and I will kill him after he killed you. Maybe. But maybe, or rather not. And the terrorist will run into the CT. Crystal with a shot onto Schneider through the door. Wow. He really was just quick scoping. Got lucky on that one. And Flusher with a frag onto Solik. Felix though from the middle takes him out, and Crystal has to cross with a bomb. He puts it down and makes it even harder for the CTs to retake that bomb site. It's Moddy and Devilwalk against Felix, Crispy and Crystal. Crystal at the back of the bomb spot. Moddy takes the first frag. Crispy and Crystal though able to finish the round off in favor of the terrorist side, and they make it 8-13 now. 7-13 I should say, I'm sorry. Slowly making their way into that game with the first gun round of the second half. Was it the first? Well, they had I think it was the first, one of the first. It doesn't matter though. The game is still underway. Crystal still trying to get the pick into middle. The CTs are still standing tall. Nobody rotated as of yet. Still early in the round. The terrorists are trying to get the first pick here in the round and then decide where to go. Schneider gets massively flashed. Felix is there to get the frag. And Tizian gets fragged by Flusher though, who is waiting there in middle. JW with the support kills Solek. Now Crispy back on Moddy with a cheeky kill there. JW and Devilwalk now versus Crispy and Crystal. Crispy down to 8 HP. And JW spotted them. But Crystal is there to cover their backs. Gets a frag onto JW. Takes down the AWP. And Devilwalk is over at A. The terrorists are making their way towards B. Crystal still covering middle to see if the rotation comes in. But Devilwalk is there on short. Crystal should be aware of that. Now decides to push into B tunnels at the right time. Devilwalk though made his way towards CT spawn. Gets shot down to 16 HP already and gets the frag. Gets the nade in his face. Crystal with a second frag of that round. 2 really important ones in this 2v2. He took down both players. Crispy though with a cheeky kill onto Moddy only made this whole situation possible. Alternate with the 8-13 now. We're slowly running down the economy of the CTs as well. They had to save now. Felix with the first frag. JW tried to push in, and they're going for the long push as well. Tizian and Crispy work there. Get 2 frags on double doors, and Flusher and Devilwalk still standing for the CTs. Tizian really has to watch out. He's only got 6 HP. Flusher running out like a madman. Gets 2 frags, 3 frags for the CTs. Devilwalk takes down 1 as well, and suddenly the CTs make it really expensive for the terrorists again. Alternate not looking strong in this echo round bash. Maybe they have too much respect, especially when the CTs won the second round of the second half. Maybe it made Alternate think too much in those supposedly easy rounds. Crystal with an opening frag onto Schneider. Another gun round, by the way, if you haven't noticed yourself. The terrorists are going towards B. They have 1 player in middle and 1 player in B. The CTs have 1 player in middle, 1 player in B. Terrorists now just made it look like they wanna go B. They still have their foot on short. in the form of Tizian, I think. And JW is waiting on A platform for him. Modi peeks Felix and kills him. Makes it a 4v4 again. And now the terrorists are completely lost. They're in middle. They have one at B. They probably want to go for the B split, but they have the bomb in middle as well. So they repeatedly smoke middle and finally go A short. Okay, they have one player at bomb spot and one in A long. JW takes down Crystal and this leaves the bomb at short. JW with another frag and Crispy finally taking him down, but he has to go back for the bomb. Devilwalk takes on Solik in the meantime. Crispy now only will be able to plant the bomb, I think. He has got 52 HP and Devilwalk instantly takes him down after he left the crouch stance in the A-bomb spot. And JW with a nice hold on this A-bomb side. He was all alone, got 2 frags before he was pushed and enabled Epsilon aka SY&b to get their 14th round. But Alternate doesn't look that bad at the moment. They have a 9-14 scoreline at the moment. They might even get 1 or 2 frags, one or two rounds out of there, and make it a respectable half or map at least. If they take it to 3 maps. Tizian now shut down to 47 HP already. Over at B. And the terrorists spread out around the map. The city's very aggressive setup like that. They have 1 in short and 1 already A double doors. But Solik takes down Modi in A short. Nice position there, nice angle to peek. Modi should have been prepared for that. I mean, he took that angle. And not Solik. Solik just peeked in there. And now they decide to push A. I wonder why the CTs didn't rotate already. They have 3 players still over at B and only 1 is covering A. And the 1 player is Schneider. He might be calling for support in a second. And there they go. The CTs rush through CT spawn. Everybody's in middle now. They have 4 players over there in CT spawn. Everybody's cramped up. Solik takes down 1. Might get a second one. Crispy is chiming in. JW takes down Solik. Makes it a 2v4. Schneider makes it a 2v3. And the terrorists really have to plant the bomb now. Tizian is still running around at the bomb spot, choosing the right spot to plant in. And now he's caught off position. Schneider and JW pushing forward. Crystal takes down Schneider at the back end. And he covers the angle that JW needs to push as well. And JW trying to run away. Crystal is on his way to cut him off. But he's not succeeding in doing so. JW already through to the B tunnels. And he might take refugee in the terrorist spawn area. That's exactly what he's going to do. While the terrorists are going into pit to save their weapons. And they win their 10th round, even though JW is able to save his orb. Still a nice round for Alternate. They almost gave it away once more by hustling too long. They just weren't that decisive in this round. JW with the opening frag onto Crystal. Gets their hopes high in this echo round for SY&b. That's exactly what they wanted to have. The opening frag, even on the AWP player, and it's an echo round. Alternate played very defensively in those echo rounds. JW with another frag. Now they need to smoke him. They need to push or just pull out again. Try to get towards B with 3 CTs pushing their back. Tizian takes down Schneider, but now he will be caught off by JW, who misses the shot. Solik in the meantime takes down Flusher, and Devilwalk with a pistol takes on Solik. So it's a 2v3 now. Remember, it's still an echo round for the CTs. And JW made this happen with his 2 AWP frags. Now shoots Tizian in the leg, takes him down to 8 HP. The terrorist trying to rotate once more towards A, and the CTs are there already JW takes another frag. Felix with a refrag onto JW, but Devilwalk already has the AK. He's even able to save the AWP for his teammate. And those echo rounds making Alternate look bad. Really bad, in fact. Epsilon, aka SY&b, take it to 15-10. Okay, they can't really do anything about that first frag by JW, who took down Crystal. But after that, they just screwed up. And now they are left with Galils. No armor on Felix. Tizian with a deagle and Crystal with the first frag onto JW. They are really giving themselves a hard time scoping. Constantly fragging, and then they get the refrag in the next round. But Schneider was still hanging around there. Might try and get this AWP out there. But he doesn't, and Devilwalk gets a frag onto Crystal. Felix, though, did the exact right thing. He pushed in to get the refrag. And this is what they didn't do in the last round. Flusher on B bomb spot goes wild with 2 frags. He gets not the third. Solik was there to silence him forever. But Tizian with the AWP tosses the bomb over to the double doors. Solik was good to not plant there, to be able to support his teammate. And a really nice round by Alternate. Now they put themselves together. Again, I think it was a nice wake-up moment for them the round before. SY&b on a save round, and Alternate, well, okay, it's a save round for SY&b, so probably they will win now. I think they have won every echo round or every other echo round they played against Alternate. So Alternate is playing it like a rifle round. Look at that. Look at that setup, really defensively, trying to push cautiously around the corners. They could just run in and kill everybody. Instead, they're going in 1 by 1 or 2 by 1. Or in pairs of 2. Look at that, they are really they're almost sneaking towards the bomb spot there. It's an echo round, guys. You can run and gun. Modi actually does what I say, and running guns Solik into death. He wasn't able to get the weapon. He was able to get the weapon. Now the rotate through A long. JW with a frag onto Crystal. Now Tizian is left alone in A long. He's got support from A platform now, finally gets into cover. And he's going, you know, why would you peek out there? Just let them push. Come on, you know, it's not about the frags. It's nice to be on top of the scoreboard, but if you might lose the round just because you peaked too early, then rather win the round instead of the 1v1 fight. So Flusher already on 27 frags. We saw him go wild in the speed bomb spot just a few seconds ago. Crispy with 20 frags on top of Alternate. I think he didn't get any frags the last rounds. When I checked, didn't he have 20 as well? Well, it doesn't matter. It's Epsilon's match point now, 15-12 in this gun round. And Alternate, well, they try to get back into the game, make it an overtime. And we have Crispy with a Galil, so the terrorist money is really not built up as of yet. The CTs made it really expensive for them to win an echo round, if they were able to win any of those echo rounds. The terrorists with another really slow setup. They dropped into middle so everybody could hear that, I think. Schneider should be prepared pretty well for that middle push. That smoke is, you know, put your finger on the trigger already. Felix gets a frag though. Schneider still was surprised. Solik and Felix combine onto Flusher. JW the only one to reply, but Solik with nice positioning here in middle takes on Devil Walk. Tizian takes on JW, who was able to get another frag onto Felix in B bomb spot. It's a 1v3 now in favor of the terrorist. Modi is left alone and he's trying to save his gun. A nice take by Alternate. Only JW was able to reply, and he was the guy with the AWP in B bomb spot this time. And really, I need to take back a few things that I said about Alternate. Maybe they are exactly where they want to be. If they win 2 more rounds, they are in the overtime of that Mad Catz Invitational tournament. SY&b, I think they need to save once more. And indeed, they don't really have too much money. They go for the force buy though. Yeah, okay, so everybody basically got everything after they scraped the pockets of their pants. They dropped for each other and stuff. Tizian though, with the opening frag onto Flusher, suddenly Alternate is going all aggressive, all in and all fast. And this paid off so far. They got the bomb down. Now the CTs have to retake the bomb site. But they are forced away by the terrorists. The CTs don't really want to pick up the fight against a really stacked terrorist team. They had a lot of nades, whereas the CTs don't. Actually, they have the same amount of nades, but still, it's pretty easy for the terrorists to defend with 5 players against a 4 player CT team. Really, there's some tongue twisters in English. So yeah, the winner of SY&b between Alternate will meet Astana Dragons in their first match ever. Really important match though. For SY&b, it should be, you know, as I said, they were the favorites. And Tizian with that shot takes down JW. Makes it look good in this last round of the map. I should stop dribbling around against about the tournament while this last round is going on. Modis makes it a 4v4 with a frag onto Tizian. And Modi down to 40 HP. Alternate decided to push B now. They get Flusher off guard. Crystal finishes him off with a pistol. And another AWP frag by Crystal. This will go to overtime, I think. Tizian, this is how I roll with that shot. He really had some amazing shots in this matchup. I counted at least 3 and I wasn't in his point of view all the time. Solik with the last frag, with the last frag it was Felix onto Schneider, and they take it to overtime. Alternate drew their way back into this game. Really, SY&b let it slip away in the middle. They save too often, or maybe once too often. But a deeper analysis is going up when I rewatch that game. Still don't know how Alternate managed to pull their way back. Probably just individual stuff. A few nice changes though. They had the fast round in the second last round. They had their fast go onto B, and this really paid off for them. This is Germans and rules. They probably have some problems regarding the timing. 3 rounds in a row, blah blah blah. Well, I don't think what the I don't know what the rule dribbling was about, but I bet we will see a very interesting second map there. Alternate really spot on in the form of their lives, maybe. If they could kick out SY&b, it would be a really huge upset in the scene, I think. And we will see what will happen in the overtime in a few, well, in a few minutes. I think Modi is having some problems, and the countdown isn't started as of yet. So yeah, what I was trying to talk about before was SYB being the favorites in this matchup. It would be a nice chance to show off their skills against Astana Dragons, but as it looks now, they first have to prove themselves against Alternate, who really made a good game there. A 5-10 scoreline in the first half, and then they drew it back to 15-15. As I said, after the first half, Alternate wasn't out of the game as of yet. They didn't have the half they wanted to, but as you can see, SY&b aka Epsilon had their problems as well. So it looks like we have a max round 5 overtime with 16k start money. Yeah, and both teams agree on those overtime settings. I think it should have been ruled out in the rule set, but yeah, if both teams agree on whatever it's played on the server, then you shouldn't really talk too much about that and just go forth with it. It's the same chances for both teams. Both teams have the same settings on the server, and we have the first overtime of that match between Alternate and Epsilon. Crystal sees 3 players cross over to B. They didn't smoke it middle up, so he's got a nice view of things. Now finally the smoke came in, probably of the terrorists, because they want to cover their way into short, and Felix is getting the first frag onto Modi in this overtime. He might be furious there. Took ages to get the frag. Crystal though is killed through the door by Flusher, and it's a 4v4 again. JW down to 25 HP, so he has to watch out. Whoever is going his way, if he is caught in a close quarter battle, he's a dead fly. Schneider kills Crispy in middle, and the terrorists have to advance to the bomb spot. It's a 3v4 situation. The CT is on the rotation. The bomb is going down. They've got 3 terrorists to work against. The nade is coming in, doing nice damage onto Flusher. He's got a nade himself, and puts that to work against Flusher, against Felix. Schneider gets 2 frags through the smoke, and he gets the last one against Solik on the bomb spot as well. Nice round by Schneider, gets 4 frags in this round and opens up the overtime. 16-15 now. Wow, Schneider really with that spray through the smoke made it possible for Epsilon or SYB to push through to the bomb spot. Great work by him. And the terrorists go for the full B throttle. Crystal with a shot onto JW. What was that? Jump shot instantly on the player. Felix with another frag onto Flusher. Really fluent play by the terrorists now. They have to get the bomb in there and get it planted before Modi is in B tunnels and trying to cut them off. He's there, and the rest is rotated as well. But they have one joker, the terrorists have one joker, and it's Tizian. And he really made Modi cringe already, and Tizian pushes in at the right time. Devil Walk gets killed. Crispy with a frag onto Schneider, and Modi is able to kill Tizian in middle, but he's left alone against 3 players. He smokes himself up, and he's not trying at the moment. He might as well just save his gun, even though it's overtime. It's MR5, so you have to watch your money if you lose too many rounds. The bomb will blow up in a second. The terrorists get out of there, save their weapons, and win the second round of the first half of the first overtime. I really have to keep track of the score now. How do you do that? 1-1. And it looks like a more default setup by the terrorists at the moment. Even though the CTs were forced to get 3 players into B, Modi is getting 2 frags there. Whoa, what was up with the last one? That random spray through the box, the bullet must have bended its way through the corner. Nice work by Modi on short. He had 2 bad situations over there when he got killed by Solik through that one gap in the first half, and in the second half I should say, and then when he was lost there and lost the battle against Tizian, I think it was in short. And Flush and JW goes that round out. Crystal is left alone. He goes for a cheeky pistol play, but JW silences him, gets his second frag of the round, and make it 17-16. Alternate is supposed to take the lead in this overtime. They are on the terrorist side, so they need to pick up the next two rounds if they want to finish in a nice position to win that match. JW spraying through the middle, not connecting to anyone. Few nades were exchanged. Little damage was done to the terrorists. Nothing special as of yet. Terrorists are trying to make their way towards CT, towards short and A long. And it's only Crystal there at A long against Devil Walk, who's waiting behind that container, and he takes down Crystal, surprises him completely. Modi on the spot gets the frag onto Felix, and nice AD work by Modi. Tizian with a refrag, and Crispy surprises Flusher. He saw another one there at short. He needs to pull out of there and get into the shelter of his teammates. The plan was to get into short and try to cover the bomb from there, but JW crossed their plans with a shot onto Solik. He kills him. Tizian now alone at the bomb spot. Schneider took his teammate down, and JW and Schneider against Tizian. JW spraying away. Tizian with a frag onto Schneider, but JW finally gets a frag from the back. Nice teamwork by those two CTs. They worked at the same moment, and Tizian was left alone in between them. Really hard for him in this situation. 16 to 18 the scoreline now, and JW with another solid round stood up for his team. He's going for the B setup. They've got 3 CTs at B, but all the terrorists are gathered around A long. The Devilwalk is playing aggressively once more. This time he's not sitting behind the container, but in front of the double door to get another surprise on the terrorists. JW is still checking out B tunnels. He got flashed a little, had to pull back, but now he's going to call to his teammates that nobody's B tunnels. They know that there might not be anyone in A long, and there's a big exchange of frags in the favor of CTs. It's a 2v3 situation now. The bomb is in B tunnels and JW is waiting there. He's gonna go around the corner and get the frag. I think he's firing away and gets the frag onto Crystal. He knows that teammate must be at B. He's turning around already. Crispy lost track of his motion there. Gets the frag onto JW nonetheless, and now he's trapped in B. The CTs have the bomb and they take him out with an HE grenade. 16 to 19, a solid CT half by SY&b. Alternate really have to step it up now and try to draw the way back into the game. They have 3 rounds until they are evened up the score. Wow, I really need something to drink after that match. And now obviously alternate on the CT side. They're going for the AWP AUG combination once more. They did it really often in the first set. In the first half. But Tizian is not boosted up there. He's going towards B. They've got a default 2-3 setup on the CT side. Terrorists are at the moment just working the map, trying to get a rotation going at the CTs, or maybe get a frag onto one of the CTs. And there's Crispy up on short. He forgot to buy a head armor, or he wasn't supposed to. I'm not quite sure, but the terrorists will push his way. They spotted him, and Moddy's pulling out again. Maybe expecting 2 players over there, and the CTs make their way out of there as well. So both teams touching each other, not feeling confident. So like a snake, like a snail, they retreat their eyes again. And slowly they are working their way forward into short once more. The nade did a massive damage onto Moddy and JW, 100 damage. In fact, Flusher doesn't get the frag there on Felix. What was happening in the situation? It's still a 3v2, still doable for the terrorists. Crispy with a push from the back takes down Moddy, makes it a 1v3 now. Schneider needs to go huge, and he's in a, well, bad position you might think, but he gets the first frag onto Crispy. Now he has to work against Felix and Tizian. He knows where one is coming from. He knows the other one as well. Felix down to 22 HP. Schneider is still on 100 and he gets his 4th frag. What a play by Schneider on this 3v1. He took down everybody and he had a perfect positioning there. Maybe bad timing by the CTs, but wow, he did it perfectly when he pushed out of Goose to the barrel to get the first frag into short. He got a better angle for short and he was closer than the CT expected, so he got the frag there. Then he pushed back onto the ramp to cover the CT spawn and not get caught between two players. And then he only had to work against short again from Goose. This is pretty easy. And he finishes off that round really nicely. Now Alternate trying to get back into the overtime. They are on a 3v3 situation. Flasher Schnack against Felix, Solik and Crystal. And SY&b really slowly taking it towards A long. And I've got two CTs at A. And Felix already made his way into middle, so they expect an A go. Felix is just there to spot and hear. And I don't know what the auto director is trying to do there. Schneider gets a frag onto Solik. He's on a 2k round again. After he got 4 the last round, there's still 4 up for the grabs. But Crystal kills him. Devilwalk with a reply. Felix now alone against 2. Devilwalk is right in front of him. And he gets the frag. Devilwalk closes out the first map. 21-16 the scoreline. And we've got, I think we had 3 players in 30 frags. And, well, Alternate, everybody was in the 20s, except for Felix. What a last round there by Schneider. The round before the last round, I should say, was really amazing play on this 3v1. And I obviously thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy. Get your friends over here if you want to. If you feel like I'm awkward or a bad caster, just give me a shout through Twitch, private message, or hltv.org. I give you a little score update. 4W against Solem 2-0. So 4W will take on Eternity Gaming in just a few minutes. I think it's 10 to 15 minutes until they start. And they will determine the team that replaces NIP, because they don't want to go, they don't want to miss the tournament, because they are on the ESEA LAN finals over at Dallas in Texas, and they only come back at the day when the Mad Catz Invitational starts. So if they get any delays in their flights or something else happens, they would miss the Mad Catz Invitational. So they decided to drop out of the whole tournament, just to be sure. They don't mess up. So the next map will be Mirage CE. I have to admit, I'm not sure which team picked which map, but it doesn't really matter when the first map went to overtime. I don't think the teams are are that confident anymore. And this really is trying to annoy me, that game today. I don't know, some of you might have tuned in before when I tried to cast 4W against Solem. The GoTV repeatedly fucked up, screwed up, I should say, and Well, okay, what is happening? Finally, it's loading, so just hang on. Put all your trust in CSGO. It will live, and it will load. And it will actually be fun to watch some bots on the server. Oh, Eric going huge there! Finally, Solar comes in and kills him. Nah, just kidding. That map. Ah yeah. It's still Mirage, it just looks different. I would... Well, I think somebody messed up. Well, they have to switch the map again anyway. I don't think that anyone will be playing on this map. Really. Those bots are so funny. Really, I already enjoyed watching Podbot. I don't know if you know that. It's a 1.6 bot. And it was so funny to watch them. You could really see them think, even though you're not really supposed to see anyone think when it's a machine. Oh, come on. Ah, but Felix still has bread. Ah, Felix took him over. Moddy on the ace. Will he get it? Oh, Moddy on the knife. Ah, not really. Yeah. So we don't get any updates what's happening. They are probably just waiting for the admin to change the map and get everything set up as it was when we tried to watch 4W versus Solem. And this gives you the opportunity to quickly spam around the link to everybody of your friends and your family. Obviously obviously your grandmother and grandfather, and try to get me some more viewers. No, just kidding. You don't have to. But I beg of you. In the rules it's this map. Oh, come on. Okay, Solek is kidding. Even I, as a German, can't understand the German jokes. Maybe I'm not that German. Or maybe he isn't that German. What is this? This stair is really awkward.
Counter-terrorists win.
So yeah, the first map, if you just tuned in, the first map was 20 to 16 in favor of SY&b, who are also known as Swag, YOLO and Bitches, or as Epsilon.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, come on, Schneider, what is happening?
Killen för fan.
Is this a
Hallå.
matchmaking server or what?
Hallå.
He was born to troll, I bet.
Counter-terrorists win.
So the whole server has to restart because the map is not on the server, so he needs to restart the he needs to restart the server, and this will probably take a minute. And then we have to reconnect the GoTV relay, then we have to get on the server, then we have to get the players on the server. After we have the players on the server, the players have to ready up, and after the players readied up, we probably need to wait another 5 minutes for the streamers to ready up. And when the streamers are ready, we realize it's a 60-minute round limit, so we have to do everything again. But that's just how dark I see the world. Oh my god, did Moddy just kill all those beautiful animals? Ah no, it's just plants. Yeah, I didn't really take a look at that map. Can't be bothered. So I think I will put on some music for you, so I don't need to talk all the time. Or I just shut up. So I will shut up for a few minutes. Don't leave the stream just because I don't talk. I will be back as soon as we got everything sorted out. Yeah, just give me a second. I need to get some music.
Tjena, vad är det? Fina killar va? Ja, för fan. Du ska upp under pipan någonstans.
I expect the same bug as last time. Don't worry, we're still online. Just had to restart the game. Maybe now take a look. It hates me. The game. Yeah, so we still have problems connecting to the GoTV. Probably because they had to upload the map to the server first. They actually tried to play the normal Mirage version, which is bad, to say the least. And now we are caught loading the map. Trying to load the map. And I would really love if exciting matches like the one we just had wouldn't stop being so exciting by simple stuff that happens, you know, like, oh, we are on a server that doesn't have the map that we are supposed to play. Oh my god, I'm an admin. Oh my god, I should fix this. Oh, I just need to look that up first. Come on. If you're an admin of a server, you should be able to configure it decently. Maybe you even take care of the map pool on the server, or you should at least know which maps are on it and which aren't. Finally, we're there. I stop being pissed off and start being happy and funny again. This is Boo from Germany, casting the Mad Catz Invitational. First round of the playoffs for you. It is Team Alternate against SY&b, aka Epsilon, aka Swag, YOLO and Bitches. So, SY&b obviously playing with JW, Modi, Devilbox, Schneider and Flusher. Yeah, there he is. And Team Alternate is represented by Felix, Solek, Crystal, Crispy and Tizian. Crispy had a nice map on Dust 2 with 20 frags for his team, whereas Flusher had 27 for Epsilon. After the first overtime. Yeah, so Epsilon was dragged into overtime by Team Alternate on Dust 2. Now it's gonna be interesting what happens on Mirage. It's a fairly balanced map. A little slightly in the favor of CTs. Obviously, I need to crosshair thickness 2 and like that. So I'm pretty curious what happens on Mirage. Somebody wants to switch. The auto director wants to see a third person. And I need to get rid of the music as soon as this game starts as well. And I think we are underway in a second. So if you haven't heard me, this is Boo from Germany casting Mad Catz Invitational for you. It's the first round of the playoffs between Alternate and SY&b.
So like for fun.
And don't worry, these are players talking.
Go over, please. Select other thing now. Bye.
This reminds me of the Raid Call EMS challenge when they had the team chat as well. They should do it with helicopter noise in the background and some in between, so it's looking more like a real radio. And the streamers aren't ready. What can you do? Well, maybe try to get Boo to cast all your matches, because he's ready anytime, any place, anywhere, any planet. Really, I could cast all day. But this is going to be the knife round. For the second map, the first one went to Epsilon, to SY&b. It was 20-16. And Schneider had a really massive round there with a 4K and finished off by a 3v1 situation in the second last round of the overtime. And SY&b winning the knife round in style like they did on Dust 2. And they wanna stay on the CT side. It's the supposedly better side. So Alternate starts off uphill in the second map. They need to win to take it to a third one. If you wanna give me any criticism, just drop me a private message in Twitch or hltv.org. I'm very grateful and I will try to answer as soon as I can. I can't chat at the moment because I only have one PC. And we're underway with the pistol round. JW taking jungle, taking the middle, peeking in there, but the terrorists already made their way towards B apartments. They push in really fast. The CTs have nice positions to rotate really quickly. Crispy with the first frag of the round onto Schneider, but Crystal is down to 1 HP already. Crispy is down to 27. They both go down to 1 nade by Devil Walk. Probably just tossed it in to damage the planter, but Tizian with that shot, wow, and another one onto Flusher. Gets 2 frags. Now JW left alone and Felix takes him out. Tizian with those pistol skills. He already showed them off on Dust 2 with his Deagle. Got 2 amazing shots into, I think it was Modi once, and then it was Flusher, I think. But Alternate winning the first round as the terrorists. So they are off to a good start on the harder side. But they struggled against those echo rounds by SY&b before. I think they lost 2 or 3 in Dust 2. But now Crystal and Solik start this one nicely with a 5 and 3 situation already, and they push the A bomb spot. They've got 2 players in CT spawn. They're gonna be smoked off and naded. And now the spray comes in through the smoke. Flusher is trying to get some damage into them with his Deagle, but he doesn't connect to anyone. It's a 3v5 as I said. The CT is trying to get a few exit kills, I believe. But that's all they try at the moment. Actually, Flusher is going all the way towards B apartments just to get a decent angle. No, just to save his Deagle. But well, might as well just save your Deagle instead of throwing it away, and save yourself a little money and avoid being killed, so the terrorists don't earn those extra bucks. SY&b on another save round, so the terrorists should be taking this to a 3-0 scoreline. And Tizian already battling it out, but he lost that exchange. He lost 30 HP without doing anything. And Devilwalk and JW set up a nice trap inside A. The whole CT team is gathered around there. They only have 1 player, and it's Modi. He's on short, so he basically is inside A as well. He can shoot all the way through to the bomb spot from here with his P250. And JW is the bait. Gets killed. No, he doesn't get killed. Finally, Felix takes him out. Crispy on the A takes on Devilwalk as well, but it is quite expensive already, and they still have Flusher to work against on this 1v3 situation. And finally, Flusher goes down as well. CT's got 2 kills. Nice work from their point of view. And now they are bought up. JW with the orb against Crystal, I think, if he decided to pick it up. And yes, he did pick the orb up, and he gets a frag despite being taken down to 28 HP because he ate all those nades on this extremely fast push. Now the CTs really have to step it up. Devilwalk gets the first frag, makes it a 4v4, and now the terrorists are stuck again. They lost their balcony player. Devilwalk is able to get the frag onto Crispy as well. He's got 2 from both sides. He's got 2 players coming his way. Now finally he goes down, but Flusher is there as well to get the refrag onto Crystal. Takes down the AWP. Tizian with the refrag, but JW replies instantly, makes it a 2v1 again. Now Felix against Modi and JW. Everybody's on full HP, despite Felix only has 65 of those, and he doesn't have the bomb. He pushed CT spawn and Modi takes him out finally. SY&b on the scoreboard, 3-1 the scoreline now. And the terrorists still able to buy up. Obviously, they won 3 rounds in a row. And I think we have a pause coming up. Yes. Look at the weapon being dropped, an AW and an M4 being thrown away for the teammates. The terrorists didn't buy up as of yet, but they surely will in a second. They've got Crispy and Felix still on full money, and they are the only ones without money, without guns and nades at the moment. So I wonder how long this pause will take. Last time we had a pause in 4W against Solem, it all went wrong. Let's hope this doesn't happen this time. Devil Walk really stepping it up with 5 frags already. I believe he got 2 last round. And really SYB had a nice setup for this round. With his cheeky play in the A balcony area. When Flusher supported Devil Walk with a frag onto Felix. It was too hard for the terrorists to keep on pushing. And finally the pause is over. Was just a short one. Everybody is still buying his weapons. And we get another pause. Or is this a lag now? Nah, another pause. Ah, it's the double pause thing. To get the guy joined back in, I think. Did anybody drop? No, I don't think anybody dropped. I think it's just another problem. There's something in the way. Yeah. Really hard to tell what's happening at the moment. Because it's all played online. And we don't have any video cameras on the players whatsoever. And after it's unpaused a few seconds, it's gonna be paused again to keep us entertained. And now I hope it's finally unpaused and we're underway with the match again. The second gun round now. All important. Will Epsilon or SYB be able to get back into the game by winning this round, or will alternate take back the game into their hands as they are supposed to do as the team that is 1-0 behind? And this is looking like another pause. Really, how are the players supposed to play like that? We are unpaused again. And JW gets the first frag against Tizian, who was typing. I'm not quite sure if he was really typing or not, but JW gets killed by Crispy nonetheless. It's a 4v4 again, nothing came out of that situation. in fact, JW lost his AWP, and this makes it harder for the CTs than it does to lose Tizian for the terrorists. And I believe there was just another pause. And it's a thrilling match. Thrilling to count the pauses. Flusher in short might get 2 terrorists if they are not checking it. And he gets the first one. Now he's spotted, but he might pull back again. Decides to stay in short, even push forward. The terrorists are trying to close him out. Now he decides to go back into B, while his teammates on A are still holding their angles. 3 terrorists are making their way towards B, where Modi and Flusher are waiting for them. Crispy 3 short, gets fragged by Flusher. Svamas put a bullet through his head. Modi with another nice frag onto Solek. And he gets fragged by Felix, but Felix gets quickly refragged by Modi. Flusher and Modi easily closing that attack out. Everybody was going on his own, and now let's see all the chat coming in. Someone is retarded. And the admin really fucked up there. Schneider and Devil Walk hosing down the alternate team. JW gets the last frag in this 3-3 scoreline. And getting the chat logs is pretty funny. Don't do a shit. So back in the game, alternate needs to save now. They are 3-3. They lost 3 rounds in a row after winning 3 in a row. And Schneider with another recoil control display together with Devil Walk takes down another echo round of alternate. And the CTs are in the lead the first time, 4-3 now. And Crystal is able to pick up the AWP, so is JW. JW is looking through the middle, he can't spot anyone as of yet. The terrorists still very passive in this round. They got 2 players in underpass, 2 in middle, and they flash JW out of the window room now. They have taken over the middle. But JW came back onto Tizia and took him out, making it a 5v4. And alternate is trying to get the refrag. Felix with a frag onto Flusher makes it a 4v4. And this forces the CTs to rotate towards B. The terrorists are already there. It's only Modi to stop them. Modi is trying to get out of there. Gets a frag. Gets another one there with a headshot. Makes it a 4v2. And this is just too easy for Modi. He just picked his angles really wisely and gets the last frag as well onto Felix. JW chimed in with 2 frags as well, but Modi played it insanely well. You saw when he retreated, he chose an angle where he only had to get off 2 shots to get a headshot, and he did exactly that. Then he changed it a little bit to get the teammate, and wow, this gameplay by Modi was really great. By retreating, he got 2 frags, 5-3 now the scoreline, and alternate now able to buy up. JW with the opening frag onto Tizian. Crispy was able to reply, but Flusher quickly made it a 5v3 again. And they spotted at least 1 player in middle. So the CTs are pretty aware of the steps of the terrorists at the moment. Look at Flusher, he stays hidden in short, he just takes the defensive angle, covers A entry and the window. He doesn't really need to peek out, and he is not really doing it. Now he gets massively smoked up. He gets a frag onto Felix though. And Crystal is there with his AWP. He's completely lost. But Crystal gets a frag. 2 and 3 now. Schneider in CT spawn. Modi and Devil Walker there as well. Schneider with the first frag onto Solek. Now they know where Crystal is. Because he killed Flusher before and he's down to low HP already. Schneider even takes him out while being flashed. 6 to 3 now. I think the pauses ran down Alternate's motivation to play that game. And it's really bad now for them. They have a good excuse. They can tell everybody, well, it was paused like 1,000 times, so if we lose now, it's not that big of a deal, I think. But instead, they should think, come on guys, we were 3-0 up, and we're on the terrorist side. We're on the harder side. Maybe we can use that scoreline and get us to a third map. In fact, Schneider is getting 4 frags on this Echo Bash. And yeah, so Alternate might be giving that game away already. 7 to 3 now the scoreline. Let's look at that gun round. It's gonna be really important for them. If they don't win it now, they lose even more motivation, even more momentum. And the CTs, look at that, they push forward with 2 players into the middle. They want to know where the terrorists are headed, and they might find out that everybody is at A in a second. Yeah, Flusher spots it, and JW already on the rotation towards A. He gets flashed, he gets smoked up, he pushes out of the smoke, gets a quick shot off, but doesn't connect. Devil Walk is caught out of position, gets killed by Crystal's AK. It's a 4 on 5. The CTs are all around the bomb spot. Schneider with a nice move kills Crispy on the plant, and this leaves the terrorists in scatters. They finally plant the bomb, but they lose another player while doing so. Flusher snuck up behind them, gets another frag, and Tizian and Solik alone against Modi, Flusher and JW. JW drops the AWP, gets an AK, gets a frag with that AK as well, and Tizian almost got both players in one spray. But JW ran into him to save Modi's life, and Modi got the frag and the defuse to finish this nice action round off. Frags back and forth all the time, but the A push wasn't successful by Alternate. If Schneider hadn't gotten the frag on the planter on this jump onto the box, then maybe the terrorists would have won that round. But this really made it hard for the terrorists to get control onto the A bomb spot, and Schneider with another aggressive push gets a refrag onto the first one, and it's a 4v4 situation now. Crystal and Felix make it a 4v2. Modi and Flusher on the bomb spot. Flusher gets a frag onto Felix. It's still 3 terrorists to work against. Modi in CT spawn, trying to spam away through the smoke and through the flash. Gets a frag. It's a 2v2. Flusher with another frag makes it a 2v1, and now it's Crystal alone against 2 CTs, and he's in a bad position, as it looks like he's close to CT spawn, and he's covered by the boxes, but they are sprayable, and Flusher gets a frag onto Crystal. He had no chance in the end. Had 2 players from 2 different directions. Got the frag onto Modi, but Flusher was playing it nicely. 9 to 3 now the scoreline. And Alternate with 2 close rounds almost made their way back into the game, but now it looks like they lost it all. They have to force by every round now. They have the loser bonus on their side, and they got the bomb planted as well, so they definitely have enough money. But living off the loser bonus is not the way to win a game. And Schneider with the first frag makes it hard for the terrorists to get the entry. 4 players around A. They haven't really did that much on B as of yet. They didn't fake it or anything. Just Schneider with a frag, and Devil Walk chimes in as well. Simultaneously, both players were underneath the balcony. Flusher with a push from the back. Finally, finished the round quickly. SY&b looking strong on Mirage. 10-3 now the scoreline. 10 rounds in a row for them, after they only lost the pistol round and the following two, as being CT forces you to save. JW does that quite often, that jump into middle, and he pays with a lot of his HP for that move. Flusher tries to cover his retreat and get the frag. He gets it onto Chris, but Tizian finally with a support gets the refrag. 4v4 situation, JW down to 8 HP. And Modi is taking Flusher's position in short. The terrorist probably hit B in a second. They've got everybody gathered around there. 2 players were on underpass. They're now joining up in B apartments, where JW was initially scoping. He now switched his position, and still he's only got 8 HP. Sole gets a frag onto Modi. He was his only support player. The rest, though, rotated already. Schneider there with 2 frags. Wow, he's running around the bomb site widely. Gets the third, and he pulls out the pistol to finish off another one. Now he can reload. And it's only Tizian against JW and Schneider. Everybody's low on HP, and JW gets a frag with the AWP. Tizian goes down, and SY&b win the 11th round. What a round by Schneider again. He's going mad from time to time. Turning around. Just swept the B bomb site with his rifle. Collecting himself 3 kills. And staying alive after that. JW with the opening frag onto Felix. Now gets fragged by Crispy's AK, but Flusher was there to get the refrag, and Flusher with another frag onto Tizian finally goes down to Crystal, but Modi kills Crystal. It's a really mad refragging in the middle area. And Devil Walk finishes this half 12-3 in favor of SY&b. Alternate wasn't able to pick up more than the pistol round and the following echo rounds. Then again, we had this massive pause coming up, and it was not only one pause, it was like 10 or 20. So SY&b now on the harder side, on the terrorist side, trying to close out this match in 2 maps. And they seem to be hitting A. Most of the teams go for B on Mirage in the pistol round, but they are taking their time. Maybe they wanna get the fake going. The CTs are positioned quite offensively, at least on the B-bomb side, and they pushed into the terrorist spawn connector already. Now Modi spotted 1 CT inside entrance, and they're gonna rotate towards the main entrance of A, where 2 CTs are waiting for them. Let's see, it looks like Modi will take the point in this attack. They've got 2 terrorists in the balcony. Modi with the first frag. He doesn't get the second one. Tizian in fact gets 3, gets 4! Wow, JW left alone after Tizian's show off the pistol skills there. He really made it work a lot of times already with a pistol. What the hell happened there? I really wanna see this action there. With his pistol, he took down 4. JW is only able to plant the bomb, but he will be finished soon, I think. If he's not going huge, and he won't. Crispy gets a frag, Felix takes the defuse, and it's a nice pistol round for alternate. At least they can make it a 6-12 scoreline if they get lucky. Sorry, probably 4, 5, 6. Let's give them the next round and then see what the terrorists are up to. Alternate simply lost too many echo rounds already in this matchup. And now the terrorists are gonna hit B, and Crispy is there. He gets 1 frag, 2 frags. Can't get more. Felix is there with the support. Crispy takes out another one, and Felix finishes the round onto Morty. 12-5. And now let's see, the terrorists will buy, thanks to the bomb plant in the first round. And they have all AKs, so it's gonna be hard work for alternate. Crystal though, oh no, he's not got the AWP, he's still with a FAMAS, still saving